I'm Maya, and I'm here to present Socialist Fightback. We're a Marxist student group at Concordia that is focused on promoting Marxist ideas in the student and labor movements. We're a part of the International Marxistency, a group that is on every continent, working to bring socialism in our lifetimes. Capitalism is in crisis. It's probably its deepest yet. We have the burden of living in interesting times. But this also means that we have the opportunity to fight for a better world. And with protest movements sparking up everywhere, what we think is the best way to prepare is to learn. We have to understand how capitalism works, what a socialist alternative to capitalism is, and how we can fight against all forms of oppression.
The economy was already on the verge of a crisis before the pandemic, but COVID-19 ran into it like a bull in a china shop. Decades of cuts in the healthcare system made it inadequate to provide for the needs of the many. Capitalism, a society organized for the profits of the few, has led to hundreds of thousands of deaths. With unemployment and homelessness on the rise and the rich getting ever richer on the back of workers, we are up for a period of mass struggle all over the globe.
In the middle of this pandemic, we saw a resurgence in the Black Lives Matter movement. It's been an incredible and inspiring movement for millions just to see the sheer quantity of people who, despite the risk of the virus, have gone out to the streets to fight racism and police brutality. And we even saw very radical calls for the abolition of the police altogether. But we have to understand that racism and police brutality are inextricably tied to the system that is capitalism. As Malcolm X put it, you can't have capitalism without racism. So we have to continue this fight and combine it with the fight against capitalism to finally eradicate the divisive racism and discrimination that is imposed upon the masses by the rich and powerful.
Canadian universities have all moved their classes online. This reduces both the quality of education as well as administrative expenses for the universities. But we are still expected to pay for full tuition. This is because under capitalism, higher education is a business. And like all businesses, the point is to turn a profit. This is why the struggle for truly free and accessible education, regardless of nationality, is also the struggle for socialism.
There is an ongoing climate crisis which cannot be ignored. The world is literally on fire in some places and flooding in others. It has become blatantly evident that capitalism cannot solve this crisis. Just 100 companies, mainly fossil fuel producers, are responsible for 71% of greenhouse gas emissions. Even though we have the science and technology to deal with climate change, it's not put to use on a large enough scale, because to do so would not be a profitable endeavor. To fight for the environment, we have to fight for socialism.
If you want to contact us and get involved, please go to our Facebook page at Socialist Fightback at Concordia and McGill, or on our website marxist.ca. We hold reading groups on Marxist text in French and in English with workers and students in Montreal. We intervene in protests in the labor movement, and we produce our monthly newspaper, Fightback. And to start off the new semester strongly, we're putting on the Canadian Marxist University, which is going to be a series of lectures and discussions on Marxist ideas. We hope to see you there.